Hey butterflies, welcome back to the channel. It has actually been a while. Excuse me, my voice is a little bit croaky. But we are here again and we're going to be doing a pick a card called What Needs Healing and How You Can Heal Yourself. Now, you have a choice between pile number 1 or pile number 2. Now, pile number 1 is represented by the purple stone and pile number 2 is represented by the clear stone. So I'll give you a few moments to choose which pile you are drawn to. Okay, let's go to pile number 1. So what needs healing for my pile number 1? What needs healing? Okay, for you, pile number 1, I feel, let's see what else. Okay, for you, pile number 1, excuse me, I feel as if there's two things that comes to mind. There could be issues around your mother that you have kept repressed within, and there's also issues in regards to a romantic connection. Okay, and I feel like the issues of wounding that you may have around your mother, I'm hearing it doesn't have to be your mother, it could be a feminine, it could be an auntie, it could be a sister, it could be a cousin, but I specifically feel that it's the mother. But this could also be, for some of you, this is issues that you have with mothering yourself, and it has caused some sort of an effect on your romantic love life. For some of you, there's an issue regarding being interested in a romantic prospect, and someone that you are drawn to romantically, someone that you have romantic feelings for, but holding yourself back. This person may have proclaimed how they feel about you, they may have shown you signs, but there is something around you not seeing your worth, you not feeling like you're good enough. And this could stem back from maybe whilst growing up you were treated a certain way by your mother, and maybe your mother unfortunately said things such as, nobody will want to date you, or it's almost as if she was projecting her inner wounds onto you, because she may have had failed relationships. Maybe her relationship with your father may have failed. There could have been a jealousy that she may have felt towards you. She may have blamed you for things going wrong in her life. She may have felt as if her life was a different way, then she would have been in a certain situation. So there has been a lot of projections onto you. We have family, siblings, cousins, parents and grandparents. Yeah, there could be something around the way your family have treated you growing up, which has spilled over into other areas of your life. Because you may have heard certain things, you unsubconsciously carried yourself in a specific way, which then left you open for projection of others, if that makes sense. So even in your workplace, your bosses, your peers, your environment may have been toxic. I'm going to get onto that in a bit, but I feel like because you may have grown up not being boosted, not gaining that validation from those that you were around, i.e. your family members, you then had a wound which then made you feel less than, which then made you carry yourself in a way which made others feel as if they had the right to project onto you, because I'm feeling like you may have not grown up with having confidence, and Spirit is saying that that can stem from childhood, yes, but we then have to find a way of giving confidence to ourselves. Unfortunately, sometimes we don't grow up in families that see our worth, and they could be carrying on generational traumas that they haven't healed, which is then projected onto us. But it's for us to then start mothering ourselves, and also to create our own family. That could be with friends, that could be with a love partner. And I feel like because the way you were brought up, it has sabotaged some relationships, and there could be someone waiting in the wings, but they're quite fearful to step towards you because you could be giving off an energy that you are not interested. And it's not that you're not interested, it's because you're not seeing your worth, because of what you were told growing up, because of how you were treated. Because you could be in this mindset of, if my family treat me like this, if my boss has treated me like this, then why, what's this person's hidden agenda? For some of you, you may have been single for a long time, or you may not have gotten into a relationship due to fear of not being good enough. And it's about looking at where that comes from, where that stems from. And I feel like it comes from the mother for some of you. And there's also a need to mother yourself. I mean, I'm not going on to the part of how does it affect you, but this is what it's showing me anyway, because sometimes questions come in at different times. But there's a need to mother yourself, and there's definitely need for healing with the Queen of Cups. Some of you could be a Pisces or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. There's a holding on to a feeling, not wanting to face one's feeling about yourself, not wanting to see how you really are. And here in mirror work will be of importance to you, like talking into the mirror, telling yourself how amazing and beautiful you are every day. This could be uncomfortable at first, but I feel like it will help you to see yourself the way others see you. And you could be thinking, but empath, how come I get treated so wrong by my mother? And I feel for some of you, you still have this relationship with your mother because there's a part of you that wants to please her. And Spirit is saying it's time to step back and start pleasing yourself. It's almost as if you want your mother to see your worth. It's not for your mother to see your worth. It's for you to see your worth. It's for you to take a step back and acknowledge those emotions about how, growing up has made you feel. This could be done through therapy, journaling, and knowing that by you always trying to give to others, you could also, some of you could be a Pisces, because Pisces are known, they're supposed to be the sign that are very compassionate, as well as Cancerians, but they're supposed to be the signs that are very compassionate, and they are always, that's why Virgos are their, opposite sign, because they have compassion. And yes, I'm hearing romanticized situations. So you could be romanticizing the situation with your family dynamics, feeling like, we do get on at Christmas, or we do get on. You could be glossing over like some of the little insincerities that you have faced whilst being in that family dynamic, maybe at Christmas, maybe at Thanksgiving, those little side eyes or little comments when you're doing well or you've achieved a goal. You could be glossing over those little snidey comments coming from your family, coming from your sisters, coming from your cousins, coming from the mother. This could be the matriarch of the family. This could be a grandmother for some of you. And you could be glossing over and saying, look, but we are a family, and nothing's wrong in that, but at the same time it could be detrimental to you not facing an actual truth, because you could be holding up an image of how a family is supposed to be and forcing yourself to try and live that out, when the actual reality of it is that it's sucking you dry, it's leaving you, it's making you feel less than, which is affecting other areas of your life, i.e. your love life. Okay, so what needs healing is that there needs to be healing within self. Seeing yourself for who you really are, not seeing your self-worth, not having the confidence to stand up for yourself, not acknowledging your emotions and your feelings, repressing your emotions and your feelings, just stuffing them down and holding back from love. This just doesn't have to be with this one specific person. It could be with many people, you know. This could be a current relationship that you're in as well. Some of you could be in a connection with somebody that is holding back their emotions. They are not being forthcoming, and you are accepting of it because you may feel as if this is what I deserve. I don't deserve anything more. This person could have their own inner wounds that they need to heal, but they are giving love half-heartedly. They're not putting in their all into this relationship, and you are being accepting of it. They are holding back their emotions, and you could be overgiving, oversharing your emotions to the point where it's depleting you, because you may feel like, if I don't show this person how much I love them, they will leave me. It's the energy of trying to hold on to, trying to grip onto maybe a failing relationship, or a relationship that is emotionally unavailable in regards to another person. And this does spill over into maybe you over extending yourself at work and with your bosses. And what else needs healing is maybe your environment, especially if you work in a specific environment. You know, that you could have peers that are very gossipy, and a boss that is not leading properly as well. The environment lacks boundaries. The environment could lack, you know, fairness. The environment could also lack strong leadership. It's almost as if everyone just does their own thing. Everyone just gets on, you know, there's no type of plan within the work environment. And some people at your workplace could mirror your family's behavior patterns, and you may not be happy in this work environment, but it's all, you may feel like it's all that you know in regards to how people behave, because of some sort of family dynamics, because of not seeing your self-worth and how much you do actually deserve. So let's take a look at, how does this situation affect you? Two of Wands. Hierophant and Ten of Wands. So how does this situation affect you? I feel like this situation affects you by making you procrastinate. There is an energy of you feeling like, there is an energy I'm hearing of you not making any clear, concise goals. There are times when you could be by yourself and you're looking out the mirror, and you could be having a coffee or before you go to work, and it's almost as if you see yourself, or you saw yourself in a different situation by the time that we are in now, or there's a specific visualization that you keep doing, and spirit is saying that is where you're supposed to be. And when you look at your reality, it's like, but I'm not there. And I will say that everything comes in the right time, but you could feel as if, how do I get to that space? How do I get to that place? You know, some of you may want to travel the world. Some of you want to travel. Some of you do not like your apartment where you are in now. Some of you may want to leave a job, may want to leave you just want to, I'm hearing for some of you, you want to pack up and go, because you know that there's more to life than what you are carrying, because the Ten of Wands talks about somebody carrying a lot. You want to, I'm hearing, educate yourself as well. So there's this, and I'm also picking up, you want to get married, and I'm hearing nothing stopping you from these things but your environment and yourself. Acknowledging your environment, acknowledging that you have the choice to get yourself out of certain situations. Not everybody deserves your energy, regardless if they're friends or family. That's just me speaking now, right? Or work colleagues. You want to empower yourself. You may want to go to university. This is something you may have told your family members. They may have laughed and said, oh, no one in our family's got a degree, or whatever the case, right? Why can't you be the first? There is knowledge that you want to attain, and it's going to require you to step out of your box. But because of your surroundings, your family members, your cousins, your mother, your siblings, whoever these people are, it's making you think, oh, maybe I'm too big for my boots. Maybe I shouldn't have thought that. Maybe I should just make do with what I've got. And that's not true. So I feel like because you're not focusing on what needs healing, such as the dynamics of your family, the relationships that you have with these family members, how it has affected you growing up, it's made you go into situations and workplaces that reflect back onto how these people, your family members, have treated you, because these are yours for the taking. Marriage, higher learning are yours for the taking. You want to upgrade in regards to your career and finances, but because there's a lack of self-worth within you, not feeling like you're good enough when you are, butterfly, it's holding you back. And what you have to remember as well is that sometimes the people who project onto us, the people that say we are not, we will never do this, or they can see our potential way before we can, but they don't want us to see it. So they try and put us down in the hope that we don't see what they can see, because they wish, not for all, but for some, if they had an ounce of our talent, they will go so far. But if they see that you lack confidence in some way or the other, they will hone in on that to try and deter you from going after your goals and dreams, because they cannot stand the fact that you have this ambition. They cannot stand the fact that you want to take yourself to that next level, because they gave up on their dreams. So it's a projection. So it's about knowing where these projections come from. Is it coming from you? And if it's coming from you, then it's about looking at how you can untangle these self-perceived, thoughts. Why do I feel like I can't go back to college or go to university? Why do I feel like I can't get married and gain that commitment? This could also be in regards to you wanting commitment from a specific person you're dating now. You have to really look at, is this a person that actually does want to get married? Because if they're holding back from me emotionally in this now existing relationship, how different would it be if we were to actually get married anyway? What difference would it make? Will they be emotionally open once we get married? Or will it be worse, because I'll be married to this individual and they will still be emotionally unavailable and distant, which will cause even more blockages? So it could, it's about being realistic, because remember I picked up about you repressing your emotions. It's about facing these emotions, being real with yourself, maybe going to counselling and talking about your emotions to a trusted counsellor. There are many counsellors online, or you can go to your GP, your doctor, to refer you, or you can just simply do the shadow work yourself. Look at what holds you back. Why does it hold me back? Where does it come from? Why do I feel I'm not good enough? It could stem back from childhood, where you may have wanted to be picked for a team and you didn't get chosen, and it stuck with you, that you knew you had what it takes, or you knew that you would have worked hard enough once you just got in that team to achieve your goal, but you wasn't chosen. And because you wasn't chosen then, it left an impact on your life to make you feel that that person's better than me because I wasn't chosen. But you have to go back to the root cause of why you don't feel good enough to do what you actually want to set out and do. You know, you want to travel. I feel like some of you may not want to leave, but you want to travel the world. You want to learn more. There could be a long distance relationship between you and a person as well. This could have been going on for a long time. You may not be happy with the situation. And it just makes you feel trapped and stuck. Because you may not be vocalizing that the situation is not making you happy. You want to live with a partner. You may not want to live on your own. But you don't want to rock the boat. You may feel like if you say anything, this person's going to get upset with you because they're emotionally distant anyway. So you're just repressing how you feel and getting on with it, even though getting on with it is not making you happy. And it's holding you back because it's making you feel as if there's something wrong. It's making you put your career on hold and not advancing. It's making you not want to put yourself out there, go back to college, go back to university. It's making, you want these things, you want to get married, you want to settle down, but you may feel like that's the only person that I want to marry. But will that person give you what you need? Will they make you feel good? I know we have to make ourselves feel good, but when you're in a partnership, it should go both ways, right? And it's about how this affecting you. It's holding you back. You not seeing your self-worth, you not having the confidence, you not it's holding you back in all areas. There's things you want to do, but you're not putting yourself forth in doing it because there's a sense of you not feeling as though you're good enough, even though you want these things. Okay, so let's take a look at how you can heal this. How can you heal this? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is Sagittarian energy. So Spirit is saying that you could go on a spiritual, Sagittarius rule the 9th house, which is all about higher learning, which I feel that you may want to move towards. This is about working on self. So Spirit is saying this is a time now where instead of always pouring into others, you should now going, and I hear you are now, right? So this could be something that you're thinking of. This is a time for you to start pouring on into yourself. This is a time to start mothering yourself, to start doing the things that you always do and overextend yourself for, and it's not appreciated. This is a time to pull your energy back. You may like going to your mother's house and bringing gifts, etc. You need to start doing that for yourself. You need to start taking yourself out. You need to start treating yourself to the spa, to a nice cake at the shop and a coffee, to the theatre, right? This is a time to invest in yourself. If you want to go to college, if you want to go to university, this is the time to research how you can do those things. You may have felt that you couldn't because I always have to be there for my mother. Maybe your mother is single and you didn't want her to feel alone, so you're always going there. Or maybe your siblings, your cousins, whoever, they're not helping you, so you feel obliged and obligated to be that nurturing role, which is fine. But then if it's leaving you feeling stuck, stagnated whenever you say you want to do anything, then it's not fine. It's toxic. So realizing that you don't have to stay in toxic situations, whether these people are friends, family, work colleagues, bosses, environments, whoever. You don't need to stay there. You do not need to stay there. So maybe Spirit is saying to distance, cut off certain people who do not serve you, who you will know who these people are, because when you leave these people, you'll be feeling very low vibrational. Some of these people have betrayed you, but you stayed around them, but they have energetically blocked your blessings. Spirit is saying also to learn about yourself. This can be done through therapy. This could be done through journaling as well. Journaling your thoughts. looking at your patterns, paying more attention to yourself, getting in touch with your spirituality. Meditation could help you. And Spirit is saying that if you have the means to, then it's time to look about traveling, because there's somewhere that you always wanted to go, but you felt that you couldn't do it. Maybe you were waiting on this other person that you're connected with, feeling like, I want to travel with them. Spirit is saying you can do it on your own. You don't need to wait for them. But some of you, you could be waiting for a very long time if you're waiting for this other person. There's an energy of you waiting for approval of others to live your life. And Spirit is saying, no, now the wheel of fortune has to turn. How can you heal from this? Yeah, what I just mentioned. Treat yourself to a treat. Do not feel guilty about it. Maybe if you're so used to doing for that, you put yourself last. So it's about putting yourself first. Do something that you enjoy daily. Find something that will make you happy, even if it is small. So like I said, even getting yourself a coffee, I'm hearing for some of you onyx bracelet as well. Wear an onyx bracelet to protect yourself. If you have to still go into this workplace, if you have to still be around your family, onyx will absorb the negativity as well. So you have to protect yourself as well, right? And maybe get a citrine stone, put that in your pocket, because I'm looking at the orange right there. Orange represents citrine. Citrine is all about creativity. Some of you have friends that don't live near you. Maybe reach out to these friends. And there is something strong here about learning. You want to learn. You want to learn about something, but you just feel like now is not the right time. My family need me, or mean I can't be around my family, or work. I have to make money. That's fine. But Spirit is also saying maybe look for another job whilst you're in this job. Don't leave your job, but look for another job that is more in alignment with you. But once you get this job, then you can take the steps to leave the job that you're currently unhappy in. But there could be a job that you want to get that is abroad, which will require you to move, but you could have talked yourself out of it. But Spirit is saying do the research on that now, of how you can gain this job. And some of you are saying, I need to make money, so get the money that you need in regards to investing in yourself. This is about you investing in you now. Check in on your energy. Whose energy are you absorbing? That's what I mentioned. I feel like when you go home, you're very depleted and tired, and you start on your way home, you're just like, you just feel so low, and it's like, it's where's it coming from? And you can just be so drained that you don't even have the chance sometimes to even make yourself something to eat when you get home. You just like fall asleep, or you're just so tired, and after a shower or a bath you're still drained, because it's like, why do I feel so tired? And sometimes it's because you've absorbed people's energy that are toxic, some family members and work colleagues. Set goals for yourself and look at steps of how you will attain them. It ties in with the wheel of fortune. So this is about you investing in yourself, you setting goals for yourself. Okay, I want to do this. How am I going to achieve it? How am I going to get there? This could mean I want to work maybe in Japan, or I want to work in India. How am I going to attain this? Okay, I may have to learn the language. I may have to see what jobs are out there. Where am I going to stay? Where am I going to live? Or I want to go back to university. How am I going to get there? I'm writing clear, concise steps. I may have to stay at my job for another 3 months to save the money. I may have to take out a loan. Who do I go to take out a loan, or whatever the case may be, right? I want to move abroad for some of you, or I want to go abroad. Some of you, I'm hearing that you may want to move abroad to be with a love interest as well. You have to really think about, will it really be worth my while if I go abroad? Why can't they come to see me? Or maybe this person cannot come to see you at all, and you're tied between, do I move in, do I go abroad with them, or what do I do? Your family members may have tried to talk you out of the situation, so you have to really weigh the pros and cons up. There could be a situation of you thinking, but if I don't stay with this person, I won't get married. Who said that? Why is that? You could be single now. You could be thinking, how I want to get married. I want to meet someone and get married. So there's steps that needs to be taken. How do I get married? Okay, if someone likes me and I like them back, I'll have to speak to them. I'll have to date them, see how they are. You see how, you know, are they marriage material? You know, date a few people, you know, not at the same time. It's up to you, but I'm just saying in general, just write steps in order for you to attain your goals. Your circle is toxic and the people are energetically holding you back. So I did mention, you know, family members, some family members, and not all, but a work environment. You may get on with some people at work, but I feel like whoever you're around the majority of the time are toxic. There could be also friends as well. Praise yourself, be your own cheerleader. You need to uplift yourself and empower yourself, you know, because some people that are around you, they're not going to do it. They will instead want to bring you down so that you don't go after your goals. This is about maybe saying affirmations daily and not telling people your business, because some people, they don't wish the best for you. And it'll be like, how dare you have these goals? Because I don't. So these are not the people to tell about your ambitions. Take up exercise, go to the gym, do a martial art, cycling, walking and badminton. This is something that will uplift your spirits, that will make you feel empowered, that will make you feel good and, you know, look good and just raise your vibrations. And it is about you doing something for you. So these are some advice that you can take up, as well as also spiritually protecting yourself, you know, keeping away from the toxic people, Ten of Swords, and, you know, upping on your spiritual protection through meditation as well, and creating like a shield that will protect you, and basically just energetically not being around these individuals energetically, because if they haven't got your energy, there's nothing that they can really draw upon. Not knowing your goals, your plans, you know. If you do have to be around them, protect yourself, you know. If you, after you finish being around them, cleanse yourself spiritually and healing those wounds, looking at, you know, why you've held yourself back, looking at the issues with your mother. Do you want to heal the relationship with your mother? Can it be healed? Is she prepared to heal certain wounds so that she's not projecting on you? If not, then there's steps that you may need to take in regards to protecting yourself emotionally and spiritually. Okay, so what blessings are on the way moving forward? We have the Magician card. This was actually my last card. Seven of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Wands, Emperor card, Ace of Cups. So I feel like what blessings are in store for you in the future. Some of you could be a Cancerian, or some of you could be a Pisces, or Aries, or a Gemini, or these people could be of importance to you. I feel like you will definitely move. There's something about you moving maybe to another area. There's also, some of you may actually cut people off. Like you may block these toxic people off energetically, and also like maybe online. And I'm hearing once you do that, things will be fine. So you may actually block these siblings off, like, and move. That could be for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you could actually move. You could actually do that move, and that could be a way of getting away from an old paradigm. I'm hearing that you may actually block them on your phone, and you may actually move, but some of you may just actually block them on social media, on your phone, and you won't communicate with them anymore. I also feel that I'm hearing new soul tribe. You will connect with a new soul tribe, but they may be in another state or city, and you may also find love in another state or city as well. You are going to be focusing more on your self-love. That's going to open you up. Let that go. It's loud. To me, that's like Spirit saying this is going to be immediate. This is going to be immediate. You may just decide, you know what, I'm not having this anymore, because you will connect the dots to see why things have been prolonged in your life, why you've held yourself back. It's because of who you were around, and also what you were absorbing. And I feel like once you start focusing and practicing self-love and looking after yourself spiritually, you're going to open yourself up to more of your creativity as well. You're also going to have more love options as well. You're going to be drawing in more love options, where you can choose, you know, and eventually you will find love. And I'm hearing a better partner for some of you. This person could be an Aries, or they could be a Cancer or a Gemini. You will find love. And this is someone that's stable, and this will be with someone that wants to marry, and someone that's established, or someone that's just a leader anyway, someone that is not afraid to speak about their emotions, and someone that is an effective communicator. And you, like I said, you will meet this individual once you start working on yourself, working on some projects that you may have put, you know, that you may have left on the sidelines, or that you may not have even tapped into. But that's all going to come once you remove yourself from certain people, as well as focusing on your self-love, what makes you feel good, what makes you happy, and what are you going to accept and not accept. You will create boundaries with the Seven of Wands from people, places who don't make you feel good and who no longer serves you. Some of you could actually do an online course as well, and move to a new town or city, to a new neighborhood. And there's a focus on self, and there's going to be more of a confidence within self, and you being in and embodying that leadership energy of I am in control of my life, nobody has influence over me. Being in a more self-assured, dominant role to direct your life into the way that you want it to go. So congratulations, pile number 1. I will speak to you soon. Please let me know if you enjoyed that reading, and I will do more of these readings. And if you would like a personal reading, please go into the description box below for all my information on personal readings. And I will speak to you soon. Take care. Okay, pile number 2. Let's take a look at what needs healing. What needs healing, pile number 2. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, Temperance card, 10 of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Okay. Okay, so I feel with you, pile number 2. Did I say pile number 1 before? Okay, I feel with you, pile number 2, and if I did, sorry. There is an energy within you that knows your worth, that knows who you are to a certain extent, but there are certain blockages that are preventing you from attaining your goals. We have caring about what others think, so you may be too consumed with what others think about you. Bit like pile number 1, not really, because you are more in a self-assured mode energy. You know that you're powerful, you know that you are a leader, but you want to find a balance. It's almost as if you don't want to appear to be too conceited, overbearing, so you could be holding yourself back. You know, it's like you may be down in your worth, like maybe going for jobs that are not, you know, a job is a job, yes, but you should definitely be in a leadership position, and you have not been tapping into your worth, because there's an energy of, yes, I know who I am, I know, you know, you walk with confidence, people stare at you, people look at you, etc., but there's something about you not wanting to rub people up the wrong way. So this to me could indicate people pleasing in some regard, not wanting to appear like everyone else. Yes, we are all human, right? But some of us are just destined to stand out. Some of us are just destined to shine. You know that about yourself, but at the same time, you don't want to maybe upset others, because you know that they may not have the same talents and abilities as you, and you fear that you don't want them to think that you think you're too big for your boots. You don't want to leave them behind. You want to find a balance. You want to find humility as well as leadership. You can have the two, but it's about you finding the balance. I also feel like for some of you, there could be some sort of relationship that has been, you know, that's blocked. There could be a relationship that is over, and you are finding it hard to heal from this relationship. You may not want to acknowledge the pain that this relationship has caused, and this could be holding you back. the relationship has ended, and you may feel like because the relationship has ended, you don't know what to do now. You and this person may have been very close. You and this person were soulmates for some of you, and now that this person is gone, it's like you want to step forth in your life, but you don't want to appear as if the relationship didn't matter, as though you wasn't loyal, and you're caring about what other people think. You want to go out there. You may want to date in the future, but you may feel like, oh, if I do that, then people will feel like it wasn't a soulmate relationship, or that could be issues that you have within yourself. Because people may have known you and this other person to be like a power couple, like the true soulmate couple, but the relationship has ended, and you want to move on, but you don't know how to move on, because there's the energy of, what will people think? Does that mean that we wasn't really soulmates? Does it mean that it was all a facade, that the connection, when it wasn't? And I just feel like you could be holding yourself back in a lot of areas, which is slowing down your progression within your career. Some of you want to lead. Some of you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to start your own business, maybe a spiritual business. Maybe you want to start a sports business. But there's a lot of stagnancy and procrastination here. Because when you think about what you need to do, you may feel like that's going to be so much work. You have all these ideas and amazing goals, but they're not being executed. We also have feeling worthless of not being in the position that you should be in. So yes, some of you may feel to yourself like, by now I should be accomplished. By now I should be in a relationship for some of you. But it's not. The maths is not adding, this type of thing. Like, that's what you're thinking. Like, it's like beating yourself down, and then it's putting more pressure on yourself. Spirit is saying, take your time, because there are things that you need to heal. You need to look at why, what needs to be released. There's something that needs to be released. There's an energy of you maybe looking at not being too hard on yourself. You know, yes, there's goals, there's plans, your ideas are amazing, and how come they're not being implemented? Because of procrastination, because of healing that needs to be done. Maybe some of you may need to relearn yourself, learn who you are as a person, do some inner work, purge. Sagittarius energy, ninth house energy, I had that for part 1 with Jupiter. Some of you may just need to heal. Maybe from a breakup. And once that is healed, the rest will come. And not being too hard on yourself. Good thing about you is you have the confidence, but there's also an energy of being mindful of others, not wanting to rub people up the wrong way. The Hangman is Piscean energy. Pisces rule the 12th house. Saturn is in Pisces. So I feel like, you know, with Saturn being in Pisces, it's transiting, if you're a Leo or a Sag, your 8th house, if you're a Leo, and that's all about death, rebirth, taxes, money owed to you, money gained. And you're looking at your money and you're thinking, this is not how, you know, I know who I am, I know I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be. It's not, you know, and it boils down to your sense of worth. You could be in positions where you're not in the position of power, and you know who you are as a person, and that's getting to you. But then you have to look at, why am I not in that position? And then you may find that you're holding yourself back. For some of you, there's an indication that money could be owed to you, or money should have been owed to you, and you didn't get this money that was owed to you, and it's making you feel trapped and bounded and stuck. And Spirit is saying it's for you to go out there and make that money. You will gain that money. You know, you mustn't look at yourself as feeling worthless because you're not in the position that you are in now. Because once these, you know, once you unblock these wounds and release them, then this will move away. The blockages that have been blocking you will move away. For some of you, I feel like you are blocking yourself. There's no one blocking you but yourself. What needs healing is you need to heal yourself. maybe from this breakup. So I'm hearing sitting in the emotions and purging these emotions, crying out these emotions, talking to a therapist about these emotions, doing shadow work, meditating, healing yourself, however long it takes. And just because you're gonna do this healing work doesn't mean that you're weak. If anything, it makes you stronger, because you could be in conflict of, no, but I'm powerful and strong, I can't be. And it's like trying to hide away from your emotions, trying to run away from your emotions. I have to be powerful, I have to be. It's about sitting in those feelings, sitting in those uncomfortable feelings and emotions, and being okay and saying, look, it hurts, this sucks, this really sucks. But acknowledging that it sucks and feeling that it sucks in order to release from the suckness, if that makes sense. And not caring about what others think. You know, you may feel like, oh, I've broken up with this person, but people should think that I should have been over this by now. So that's why you could be acting in a role of, oh, I just need to get on with it. But inside it sucks. And it's holding you back because you're not really acknowledging the truth that it hurts. And you're not facing the truth that it hurts. And you're not feeling that it hurts. Because you don't want people to think that you're weak. And it's not true. Slow progression within your career. So it's almost like settling for situations or job roles that are not within your remit. You're too talented for these roles. No disrespect to the roles for some of you, but it's almost like you don't want to think you're too big for your boots. Why can't you go out there and have those, you know, that business, those businesses, I'm hearing for some of you, that you want to do. Some of you want to do import. Some of you want to have a business abroad. But you're telling yourself that you can't when you really can. And one of the reasons why you can't in the now is because you're not facing your emotions of how you truly feel. That will help you move forward in your life. Because you are destined to have it all. Oh, sorry. You are destined to have it all. Let's see if that's the all. Yeah, you are destined to have it all. But you just feel stuck right now. Okay, let's just delve some more. And look, how does this situation affect you? Yeah, the world, the moon, the Fool, yeah, the situation affects you because you're not tapping into your true potential. You know, for some of you, there's so much skills and qualities and attributes that you have, but it could be like you talk yourself out of it, and this could be due to maybe a breakup, and this could be due to you. It's like, you know that you're amazing, but you don't know the steps that it will take to get there. There's the energy of procrastination. So it's looking at why does one procrastinate, and trying to heal that. And you may feel like things are too overwhelming. I know for me, sometimes when things get a little bit too overwhelming, I'm like, whoa, I need to take a step back. And what I'm trying to do for myself is do things bit by bit, because when I take something on as a whole, it can overwhelm me, and then I'll be like, no, I don't want to even look at that. So looking at what you can do in small steps. If you're trying to take on too much at the same time, it is going to overwhelm you, and you may not want to do it at all. So once you may look at, okay, why do I procrastinate? It's not actually about me procrastinating. I do actually want to do the thing you want to do, but what's holding me back is that I'm overwhelmed. So let me just cut that down. What's the most important? Okay, I want to do this. How am I going to get there? Focus on one thing first. I remember hearing one thing at a time. That's what I do here. So just taking one thing at a time, because the world is literally your oyster. But there's a fear of success with you as well. What will that mean? Will that mean that I'm not authentic? You could be known for being authentic, right? What will that mean? I can't be in a leadership and powerful position and own so much businesses and still maintain my authenticity. Why not? how does it affect you? It's making you repress. It's making you repress your emotions. It's making you have fear. This situation of not going after your goals and being in procrastination, it's making you have a fear of success. There's a fear of success. Why is there a fear of success? You're feeling that there's going to be too much responsibility. You could also be feeling like it's going to separate you from others, because you could come from an area whereby not everyone's doing what you want to do. You know, some of you could be an Aquarius, some of you could be a Taurus, some of you could be, we got the world card, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, right? You could be a fixed sign. We have Leo and Sag in the first part, right? This, like, there's a fixed way of you thinking, like, people from where I come from don't do these things. People from where I come from, or my family, like part number one, no one's done these things. It's out of the box. So there's a fear of you doing something original that hasn't been done before, but you could feel like by you doing this thing, it's going to leave you feeling outcasted, because it's so out of the box, and you don't want to leave an old tradition behind. And Spirit is saying you need to go after your goals. You will find your true soul tribe once you go after your goals and achieve your goals, and don't have a fear. Eventually you will be connected with the right people, right? The King of Pentacles right here, there's a fear of success, there's a fear of abundance. You could equate money to problems. More money, more problems. Too much. Don't want too much. So that's why you could be settling for roles that are beneath you. And when I say beneath you, I don't mean that in a detrimental way, because I've done jobs when I'm working in these jobs and I'm thinking, I am more qualified than the actual supervisor and boss. Why am I in this role? But I had to ask myself, why am I in this role? And once I got to that point of I'm worth more than this, I'm worth more than standing up for 4 hours a day, my feet are hurting me, traveling for half an hour after dropping my daughter to school, and traveling to central London and doing a job that I hate. I complained every day. It was getting me down. When I was walking towards the building, it was like a dark cloud. Why was I putting myself through that? No one was forcing me to, because I didn't think at the time that I could do more. I equated, and there was other issues as well. I had to do a job that worked around my children, but I could have found another job that I enjoyed that worked around my children. But I limited myself. So don't be in that limiting mindset, and acknowledge that you are deserving. You know, there could be a fear of, what if I don't make enough? What if I take this opportunity and I don't make any money from it? You will not know until you try. And also there's a fear of, what if I don't reach my goal? So I'm not going to do it anyway. No, it's holding you back. Because what will happen is somebody will have the same ideas, or maybe different, and they will go after their goals. They may not be as talented as you, but they had the confidence. And that's what it boils down to, you having that confidence. Yes, you know yourself to a certain extent, but do you really know yourself? You may have to learn about yourself, because you are powerful, you are dynamic, and other people can see your power. Other people can sense your you know, they can sense your power. You are able to balance out your masculine and your feminine side. And there's a part of you that doesn't want to be, you know, there's a part of you that doesn't want to alienate people, because you know that whatever you are trying to birth is going to take you to different heights, could be around different types of people as well. And there's a fear of that. I don't want to be seen as snobbish. I don't want to be seen as snooty. No one doesn't even need to know how much money you're making, but you will have that inner satisfaction to know that you went after your goals and you achieved your goals. And there could also be a fear around money. You have to look at your blocks and fears around money. Why am I fearing making too much money? Because you could be fearing that it will run out and you'll be at the same situation that you're trying to get yourself out of. But it's holding you back from making money. It's holding you back from stepping out of the box. It's holding you back because there's a fear around not making it. And it's holding you back from you not stepping into your true power and you not accomplishing what you are destined to accomplish. Some of you could be life path number 8. Some of you could be life path number 7. Some of you could be life path number 4. Some of you, yeah, that's what I'm picking up. Okay, so let's take a look at how can you heal this wound. Okay, so Spirit is saying step outside the box I'm hearing John B. Don't listen to what people say. You've reached a karmic completion. You reach a karmic completion with the Justice card, because what you have experienced is designed to take you to the next stage. If unfortunately it was the ending of a relationship, that relationship ended for a reason, and you have to look at what you learned from that relationship. There may have been things within the person that you lacked within yourself that they had, and vice versa. There's things that you've learned. That person taught you things about yourself that you may not have known, because I feel like it was a very divinely deep spiritual connection as well, but it was supposed to be that way to lead you onto the path that you are moving towards. Is about healing from the past, healing from the loss of that connection, or doing the inner work, doing the shadow work within yourself. And we have Saturn in Pisces transit in and now, and this is the Saturn in Pisces card. And moving forward, so the next 12 years for you, pile number 2, because I'm looking at the full card, this is Aquarius, this is Pluto in Aquarius transit. We've gone retrograde, but during this time you're going to transform. You're going to transform into a new version of you. Your image may change, I feel. Your title will change. Your career title will change. It's about you doing the inner work, doing the shadow work, looking at your blocks. Why do I hold myself back? Why do I have a fear of money? Okay, you may look back into your past. Maybe you didn't grow up with a lot of money, but it's doing that shadow work. Maybe going into therapy, speaking to a counselor as well, not accepting things or roles that are beneath you, that you're overqualified for, being non-accepting of it, not accepting negative chatter in your head, talking down to yourself, giving up on your careers, on your goals, I will say. Okay, how can you heal from this? Tell yourself how amazing and beautiful you are daily in the mirror. So mirror work will help you and benefit you, and realizing that everything that is happening for your higher good. With the Justice card, it's taking you on the right path. It may not feel like this, but you stagnating yourself, because I feel like you could be in sorrow right now, and Spirit is saying work through that sorrow, whether it's through journaling about your thoughts and feelings and how you feel and how the situation made you feel. You could feel like, where do I go on from here? And Spirit is saying tap into the plans that you had whilst you was with that person, or tap into the plans that you had when you were younger, when you were a child, that you still hold dear to your heart, and work through them. And you may feel like every time I try and do something, I'm being stuck and being blocked, and being, come out of your own way as well. See yourself for how truly amazing you are. And it's not about being vain or anything. It's about celebrating yourself. Be mindful of your environment, who and what you listen to. So maybe you could be, being mindful of your environment. You could be, some of us can't help the environment that we are in, but choosing to listen to positive things, maybe motivational speakers, listen to more podcasts of people that are influential, that that are in situations that you may want to be in. Look at people that have accomplished their career. How did they get there? I saw something on my YouTube, and it was about a lady. I think she was on the podcast of Diary of a CEO. I've subscribed to that channel because I do think it's brilliant. I love it. And the title was I'm a single mother and I own 9 businesses. How does she do that? I have to check that out myself. How does she do that? There's steps, there's an energy of having self-belief. First and foremost, you have to have that self-belief. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure when she told people what she wanted to do, they were like, okay, it's very cute, or it's very nice. 1 or 2 businesses, but not 9. So it's about looking at people that are influential, that are powerful, and that are doing what you would like to do. But it doesn't have to be the same field. But how do they run their business? Because there could be a fear of, okay, when I run my own business, I'll have to pay the taxes. What if I don't know how to pay the taxes? And there's a lot of fear. I'm not going to do it. Look at maybe videos of how you pay your taxes. Keep a separate account to just put the money in, so when the tax people do come, you can pay them. You can do that as well. I read that somewhere, and it's very good to do it like that. So there's no fear of, if they come, I won't have the money to if you can't afford an accountant, but also think of, maybe I may need to reach out to an accountant. Talk to people that you know of. They may know of an accountant that you can that you can connect with, that is at a reasonable price. It's things that you can do, because I feel like you want to be self-employed, but there's a fear of being self-employed because there's too much responsibilities. You don't want to take on too much, but at the same time your dreams are moving further and further away from you. And also doing the healing work as well. I'm doing the healing work first, and then everything else will follow. Journal your thoughts and feelings every morning. Release your emotions. This is something which will be beneficial, you know, because I've done it, I'm doing it, and it's very beneficial. Things that you may have repressed and you don't want to face, and it's about getting closer to yourself. It's about having that relationship and connection to yourself, and it can be uncomfortable, but it can also, it's very therapeutic. So maybe get a journal, write your thoughts and your feelings every morning, and release your emotions. You know, what you expect for the day, how you were feeling. You may feel like, I don't want to go into work today. Write these things down, you know. Plan your day. Write, remember, small goals of what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve in the day, as well as, for instance, you can write, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to, you know, have my shower, get myself ready for work, have my breakfast, have my, you know, you can plan your day, journal, meditate, pray, and I'm going to go to work. But what happens after work? Okay, I want to actually go to the post office, I want to actually buy that book, I want to watch that Netflix program. There's little things. I actually want to look at how I can launch this idea. I want to look at how I can make clothes or knit. That has to be in the list, but keep things small, because if it's too much on the list, you're going to get overwhelmed. That can be a weekly one, but for Monday you can write a small thing and write within that list of, you know, what you want to do that's going to help you get to that goal. You know, putting yourself out there. I'm thinking King of Wands and Sagittarius energy with the King of Wands, right? And Leo energy. So some of you want to be singers, dancers, creators. Some of you may actually want to be spiritual gurus. Some of you may actually want to be motivational speakers. Look at people that are in that role. Look at the steps that they took. Do short courses. Because I remember reading that Tony Robinson didn't go to university. He just done little, he just wouldn't say little, but he just done courses, a lot of different courses, which packed up on his already, on the knowledge that he had already. Because I believe that he was an intelligent guy before he done these courses. He didn't go to university, but he was able to challenge university lecturers and so forth. And his theories were more concrete than theirs. You know, but hone your abilities, learn how you can actually achieve these goals by going online, by researching people, going to their Wikipedias, you know, anything you need to do, not even just the people. Study what it will entail to get to that goal. You might have to do a short course to build upon your ability. So there's little things, and each day take daily steps that's going to take you to your goal. Go for a walk every day and spend time in nature. So that's going to be very beneficial to you, because I find that when I spend time in nature, and it's not about me, it clears my mind and I gain ideas and downloads. So these are the things that I feel you should do. But definitely walk, heal from your past, release some sort of pain that you've been holding on to, maybe during this Pisces transit in Saturn. This is a process that you'll have to take. After this transit, you may actually fully release this pain that you're enduring. It could come before, but this is a process. But you know, whilst you're healing, you can still empower and work on yourself. Okay, so what blessings are there moving forward? Okay, there's definitely going to be a transformation within you. You're going to be ridden of an old way of being and stepping into a new way of being, and birthing a new project, birthing a new goal. Your career will actually boom as well. Some of you could be giving birth to a child. Some of you, I feel this could represent that your bank balance will actually expand as well. And this could be connected to you feeling more empowered within yourself and going after job roles that suit your credentials, suit your talents, and you having the confidence to not be fearful of making a certain amount of money, and going towards, planning strategically how you're going to launch a project, a goal, and then making money from this, a creative business as well, travel. Some of you are going to be traveling as well, being more spontaneous and expressing yourself freely, because there's a sense of restriction that you may have had before of, I don't want you, holding yourself back. This is about you being more spontaneous and free-spirited. If you had that way about you already and it was dormant, this is about you releasing that part. Money owed to you coming. Whatever you invested in yourself will come back to you. So the more you invest in yourself, the more you better yourself, the more you invest in your knowledge, the universe will pay you back. And the universe will pay you back by maybe clients, making money from a business idea or multiple business ideas. Because you could have 6 business ideas that you want to do, but you may feel like, it's too much, or with this column here in God is a woman, I don't know why, but you could do it all, is what Spirit's saying. Some of you could pay for IVF and you could be successful this time as well, is what I'm hearing. And this does speak about money owed to you with that 8th house energy. You could be gaining money. You could be gaining money that was owed to you. I'm thinking of the Hierophant. Some of you could come out of a divorce. It could be from a relationship that you were in. You could be gaining money. You could be, there could be taxes that are owed to you that you could be gaining. But there's money that is owed to you that you will be gaining. There's going to be, this was in the reverse, an end of procrastination as well. Because there's something around you procrastinating. And also with the 5 of Swords, you not being in your head all the time, and I'm hearing you not letting them win. So there could have been toxic people around you that were projecting onto you energetically. And it's a thing of caring what people think, because this is about you not caring what people think anymore, whether they like you or not. You're going to do you, as long as it's not hurting you or anyone else. Some of you could find love as well with a Gemini or a Sagittarius or a Scorpio or a Taurus, but you could connect with a soulmate. Some of you may feel like you're only allowed a certain amount of soulmates, and I won't get another opportunity. This is about connecting with a soulmate, but this could be in another town or city. You could meet this person through your siblings, another neighborhood. You could connect with them online as well. If you have been connected with people online that have been dodgy, Spirit is saying that's going to come to an end as well. And this also represents to me that the people, because these 2 cards came out, right? So there could be people that were working behind the scenes to try and sabotage you. And these people are going to get karma with the 6 of Pentacles. Whatever they gave out, they're going to get back. They're going to get karma. Is what I'm hearing. And this karma could be seeing you transform and seeing you win and seeing you progress and develop and seeing you gain love with yourself. But there's definitely a new love relationship that is awaiting you in the future. A love with yourself, an expanding career, transformation of an existing career. You could leave a job and start your own job, and you having it all on your terms. So part number 2, that's what I have for you. I have to go now because this is actually, I'm using my son's room and I think he wants to come back, which is his right. It's his room. I'm using his room. So I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Peace out.